Go. We're back at the podcast, The Ride Home.
You said the right name.
I said the right name. I didn't say the drive-through this time.
Very proud of you.
So
Do you want to introduce yourself? Do you care? I don't.
I will introduce myself again. I am Michael right here, coming to you from Mikey's Adventures on YouTube, and we're here to talk about stuff that happened this week. And there's a lot of stuff that happened this week.
What happened this week? By the way, during this podcast, I had to stop at the bank. I mean, it's going to be like, why you're going to hear my PIN number, I guess, is essentially what I'm telling you.
So that means the whole world's going to hear your PIN number. Now
They're going to be able to abscond with $12.
So.
No.
So, did you hear NFL's big news?
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown. We haven't talked about it. I know it's been old already. It's happened on Sunday. How crazy was that?
I want to go out from whatever job I have in the future like Antonio Brown went out. I want to be able to just be like, nope. And then they're like, get out of here. And you'd be like, okay. And then you just strip and walk out the front door.
And do jumping jacks.
Yeah, and then do the Randy Orton pose as well.
Oh, yeah, he did do the Randy Orton pose. I saw that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's all set. He doesn't need our help. He did go, like, full release an album on online crazy.
And
you know what I mean? Like, I think he released a rap album.
And also, there's a report. I don't know how it came from Channel 4 actually, that he's gonna. I don't want to say it because it might not be like accurate the way I'm saying it, but something
sure,
like.
Well, hopefully Antonio Brown doesn't sue you for libel.
No, he's actually going after Tom Brady with the Better Business Bureau.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's what the report said, something like that. I didn't read into it.
Tom Brady is his friend, or was his friend.
Exactly.
That part I don't buy. Who knows, though? I saw a lot of things. I saw that he said that basically he was given, like, pain pills and forced to play.
Damn.
You know?
Now, do you believe that after he turned in a fake freaking COVID card, it doesn't matter if he doesn't want to get vaccinated. I don't care about that. That's his choice. But I'm saying, why do a fake one? And then get suspended for 3 weeks. And then you come back and you bitch about an ankle.
I mean, I think there's a lot more to the story than...
Yeah, I haven't read the whole story, but...
But, I think Antonio Brown's probably going to be the person who comes out having done the right thing. And I hope that's true. I don't know. I mean, if he is going after Tom Brady, listen, if anybody in the world deserves to be fucked in the ass, it's Tom Brady. You know what I mean? Like, fuck Tom Brady a million ways to Sunday. I would say fuck Tom Brady before I say fuck Joe Biden. And guess what? Fuck Joe Biden.
I didn't say that. I did not say that. Whatever Jason says is his words. Yup. He said it, not me.
What, people didn't say fuck Donald Trump?
And
pretty dumb. Everybody talks shit about the president at the time.
Another thing that happened in the NFL was the Ben Roethlisberger retirement. I didn't even know he was going to retire.
I thought he already retired.
See, that's what I thought.
I thought he retired, then came back, then retired again already.
No, he played his last game in Pittsburgh this Monday, and they won. But now if they win, which I hope they do, because then they'll take out the Raiders, and the Chargers got to win also. It's not just that.
Right.
He goes into the playoffs. If he loses, that's it. I think he's done.
Yeah.
And all you need now is Tom Brady to retire.
And then other teams have a chance at winning.
Well, no, because you still got Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers.
Gotcha.
But yeah, can't wait for frickin' Sunday. Damn Niners. They better frickin' win. I'm gonna be pissed.
I
don't even know what.
Down.
If you would see me right now wearing a New Orleans WrestleMania shirt, and I need New Orleans to lose. I need Atlanta. I'm an Atlanta Hawks fan for one frickin' day on Sunday.
Well, you're doing the wrong thing. You should be supporting the right group.
Yeah.
You're wearing the wrong colors, man.
God damn, I didn't think about it either.
Well, now you did.
Well,
no, I don't want another transaction ATM.
You're at the ATM right now?
Yeah, I took out money twice, and the person behind me is all but hurt, so it took long.
It is a drive-through. It's supposed to be quick, in and out, get the money and get out.
That's called a robbery, not an ATM. Where you just go in and say, "Give me the money," and then get out. That's a robbery.
Changing subjects on robberies. I saw, changing subjects totally from NFL. We talked a little bit about the NFL already. Go Niners. Hopefully they win. Hopefully they win this week. Or else we're done.
I hope for you that they win.
But then they'll lose in the first round. That's what you're saying.
And that's fine. Yeah. I hope they win this but lose ultimately.
I think they'll have a chance if they make it in. It just depends who starts.
Well, I'll tell you, the last thing I want to do is watch a Super Bowl with you that's taking place in L.A. that stars the San Francisco 49ers.
And first of all, we don't know if it's going to be in L.A. We don't know yet.
Coronavirus.
The news is hyping it up. They're looking for other venues.
COVID.
I mean, they do this all the time, just in case.
Yeah,
but
you know who the only one had the fucking foresight to say Los Angeles is not friendly to businesses and we should probably have a backup plan?
California.
Yeah, fucking California. And you know the only people who realize that? The WWE. They're the only ones who fucking had the forethought to say, you know what? We're going to skip a year because y'all are fucking unreliable with this COVID guidelines and bullshit.
And that's what's going to happen with the Super Bowl.
Oh, by the way, I did start a social media because I have a goal this year.
Oh, yeah?
So, did you hear that Joe Rogan joined a new social media called Getter? It's like a Republican Twitter where you can say the COVID vaccine has poison in it and they won't block you.
Really?
Yeah, it's like where Twitter's current trolls go to just be themselves.
Yeah.
Anyway, I joined it, but I joined it with a fake account, and the account is Dr. Farts. And it's the doctor named Dr. Xavier Farts, who's really just been cursed with a poor name and a Republican-leaning streak. So you can check me out on Getter at Dr. Farts.
All right, folks. There it is.
My goal is to either, number one, become very popular as my alter ego, Dr. Farts, or get banned on the social media platform that you're not supposed to be able to get banned on. Which, let's be straight, if my history is any indicator, it's going to be number 2, right?
That is true. And that is your big goal right now.
That's my goal, is to get kicked off, as Dr. Farts, to get kicked off of Getter. Every day I write something new on there that is a little crazy and a little bit too far over the line. Nothing that anybody wouldn't expect from me if they know me. But anyway, that's my new goal for 2022. I didn't think I was going to have a New Year's resolution, but there it is.
There it is.
Kicked off the Getter.
Now everybody go follow him. And what is this site?
On Getter. It's the
Getter.
Republican Twitter.
Getter. Go follow him on Getter.
Follow Dr. Farts on
Dr.
there.
Farts on Getter. All the 10
And
people that
Mikey's
watch this.
Adventures on YouTube gotta get on there too. Mikey's Adventures YT gotta get on Getter. You gotta get the names on every social platform, man.
We'll see about that.
Oh, come on, man. You gotta go on there and support MAGA and let Majori Tailory Green or whatever. I don't know what the fuck their names are, but they all look like they're coked out, and I love it. Every time I watch one of them, in the last day, it reminds me of the scene in the Don't Look Up movie where Jonah Hill is, just being peak douchey.
Yeah.
You know, every time Jonah Hill is, being a peak douche, some guy just almost got hit by a car. Then the lady went and let fucking people on the road, man. Sorry, what was I just saying? This lady next to me almost killed somebody. My brain went blank trying to adapt.
That's the old in you.
I don't know.
You said something.
I give up.
You said something about Jonah Hill getting hit by a car, and then.
No. Every time I see the Matt Gaetz and the Major Taylor Green or whatever, I think of the scene in Don't Look Up where Jonah Hill at the end of the movie is like, "We got you guys, the working class, and then us, the cool rich, but then you got all the people in the middle class, and we need them, but he just goes off on this whole stupid diatribe, and he's like, "You guys know what I'm saying?" And they're like, "No." They don't understand what he's saying. They're all just talking bullshit. They're all saying things that are resonating with a group of people. As far as my own personal political affiliations or thoughts on things go, I'm not going to ever offer them without a joke, so they're never real. Anyway, I went off on a tangent there.
Yeah,
I don't
you
know
did.
What the fuck happened? I apologize. NFL, 49ers, then we talked about social media.
Raiders losing.
I don't know, man. I think they got a hard-on to let the Raiders go far.
I think the Chargers got this. They beat them once, but it's gonna be tough because in Vegas.
I know. I think it's gonna turn around, man.
Now,
especially with COVID stuff coming back through and Omicron.
I don't think you've seen a lot of games this year. I know you, but
I watch my games. I watch Giants games. I don't watch all of them.
That's the way I am. But the Raiders moving to Vegas, it seems like they lost some of those fans that used to be hardcore. Now,
they don't. Okay, so they are there, but they don't highlight them anymore because they're trying to attract a whole new crowd.
Yeah, and then since it's Vegas, you get tourists, so people are like,
yep.
"Oh, well, I'm from Denver. I'm gonna go to Vegas."
Yep. And guess what? Every single game at the Vegas Stadium will be 100% sellout, and they'll never have to reduce their fucking prices because it's just the perfect size to capture 60,000 people to watch a football game.
Yeah.
And they will always fill that. Every Sunday for the future, there will be a new team of people that can fly into the cheapest place in the world to fly to with the cheapest hotels to use. They're going to go see those games.
I will now, say, and the fans don't seem as rowdy, but I will say, compared to the Pittsburgh crowd that was on Monday, they were calling the referee asshole.
Really?
Yeah, that was funny. It was like a WWE freaking thing, like asshole.
Yeah. That's funny.
And then they were saying Cleveland sucks. Cleveland sucks. The whole crowd was into it. See, that's a crowd. Green Bay has a crowd.
Yeah.
Chargers
I'm
have no crowd.
I am actively running my car through some paces to see how it runs because I just got it out of the shop.
Oh yeah, you had it in the shop yesterday because we didn't do a show yesterday. I was home all day yesterday. Well, not all day because I came from work, but after work I was home all day.
Talk about not good, man. fucking bullshit. That's all I can say. Is
You said something about
bullshit,
you said something about your fuel pump.
So 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I don't know how many weeks ago, several weeks ago, I was driving and my car completely died. It wouldn't start and had issues.
Yeah.
So I had it towed, and remember we had AAA talk and everything. I got it towed and I got it fixed. But the tow truck driver says, "Oh, I think that sounds like the fuel pump." I said that to my car guy.
Yeah.
And he just fixed the fuel pump. I don't think he looked at another thing other than the fuel pump, but whatever. He changes the fuel pump, but then the other day I'm driving up a very small hill, and my car just starts going crazy. The electrical control, because, cars are all just one big computer and electricity thing these days. My car's control for power went completely fucking insane and was, shorting out power to all sorts of things. Then I got a check engine light, and then he said it was an engine misfire. So anyway, I've now had my coils, two of my spark plugs replaced on an engine that was replaced brand new 20,000 miles ago. That sounds like a good thing. I don't know that.
Yeah, stupid cars. This is your
Fucking
second
hate
time,
cars,
right?
man. Yeah, second time in a month. It went down at the beginning of December with the fuel pump.
Yeah.
And now, in the beginning of January, it went down with this. But I mean, listen, I'm in it right now. It's driving. I love my car. It's a very nice car.
This is the same car that was kicked and dented, right?
Kicked and dented by some homeless bucks. Yeah, this car I've been through a lot, man. It blew up coming back from Nevada. We sat on the hottest day waiting for you because you had to help me because I was irresponsible, and we've gone through a lot.
And also, when we were going to Vegas to go, well, it wasn't Vegas, it was a little bit before Vegas, but when we were going to go pick you up, we had to stop by the candy store before, so.
Yes, and you can watch that video on the thing.
No, that was another day. I didn't record a video that day.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, you can still see the candy place.
Yeah, there's a video on there.
That was a difficult day.
Right here on Mikey's Adventures.
That was a difficult day in my life, man. It was, I got stuck in Baker, California at the mouth of Death Valley.
Where all the alien stuff is at, the stores.
It was 121 degrees, and my car broke down, and I was stuck there for 5 hours in the heat, and I took a walk during that and almost died. And I had just lost, all my money in Vegas. I was on a depression trip to Vegas, and in that depression trip, I gambled a ton of money, and I lost all. I was coming back with, $50, and I had just gotten gas, and so I had, $10 left, and I was stuck in the hottest place in the world.
So I get a call at work. Well, on my cell phone, of course. I get a call, and then I'm like, "Can you help me out? I'm stuck in Baker." And it's hot.
I was actually just stuck by some, random roadside thing, and then you called AAA, and he was like, "Not without a card, I won't bring you." And then he towed me to Baker anyway, and I was like, "Oh, you should be here in a minute." "Oh, he said he can't make it."
And then you threw your phone out the window.
I didn't mean to throw my phone out the window. So,
There was a fly, you said.
At this time, 2 years ago in July, I was having a real tough time. And I wasn't in therapy at the time, and I was having a bad moment. And a few weeks earlier, I was outside, and I had a nervous breakdown, and my phone was destroyed. Then I got it replaced. one. I got the new one. Went to Vegas for 3 days. Had it in my hand when I was like calling people to be like, hey, my car broke down. These are the things that are happening. While I was doing that, gigantic fucking horsefly landed on my hand. And I went to shake my hand with the phone in it. And you can already tell by Michael chuckling that the phone flew out of my hand onto the cement and the back of the phone shattered into a million pieces.
And you were more pissed. But you were more pissed about the phone than your car.
Yeah, the car had an issue. The car was going to be what the car needed to be. But the phone, I just fixed it. I literally just fixed the phone. I just got it. I just did all the things to make the phone back into the thing. And I was like, I know I did a stupid thing with the last phone. I'm going to make sure I'm on top of this phone. Fucking horsefly whipped it right out of my hand. I threw it like halfway out of through a parking lot by accident. I'll blame the sweat and the heat. Again, it was 121 degrees. It was the hottest day of the year that was recorded at that time in the hottest place in the fucking United States.
That's crazy.
I don't feel bad about it.
It was a long drive. I remember it.
It was a long fucking drive, man. It was the 4th of July weekend.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't even... It was the drive to Vegas that was the issue, not the drive back. The drive back from Vegas was nothing because nobody was.
Yeah, no one was going because it was a Friday, so everybody was going to Vegas. We got stuck.
But I needed you to come towards Vegas, but you had to come all that way, and then I got the car towed 197 miles.
All the way to LA.
All the way to Glendale. To the dealership, and when they got to the dealership, they were like, buy a new car.
And you did it.
And I didn't. I got a new engine instead.
And then like a month later, they stole your windshields. Your wipers.
And then they stole my windshield wipers. These fucking homeless sons of bitches. They're a goddamn plague on the city.
And then 3 weeks later, you get kicked. They kicked...
They kicked my door in. I got it kind of fixed then. So, just
man.
trying not to
that car's been through hell.
Doing a lot. Right now I'm running it through its light paces. It does, you know whose fault it is? It's yours because you moved so fucking far away. The only thing it knows is to be on the highway on the weekend
It's only like an hour drive. It's only like an hour drive from LA. And
it's only 120 fucking mile round trip thing every time I want to visit you dumb shit. Jesus Christ. I went and got a oil change the other day, and they were like, holy shit, you went 4,000 miles in 2 months. Where did you go? So, like, I visited my friend in Rialto once. That's fucking sick. Sorry, did I just give away too much?
You just gave away where I live. What the hell?
Do you want to give away where I live?
You said it. You're like in Glendale.
I know. I live in Los Angeles.
Oh yeah, that's vague.
I live off the Silver Lake Boulevard exit. Is that good? I gave a pretty good description.
That's good.
As much as I gave about your location.
That is true.
So we're even now.
Let's talk about that Sunday pay-per-view.
And one, or new one,
Day one.
Day one. It should have been called Day One of getting ready to fire people that Triple H hired.
Well, we could go there real quick.
Talk about the matches first. I don't think there's anything worthwhile talking about at that pay-per-view except
the last match.
They didn't acknowledge the matches that didn't take place, and it had one very good match of a bunch of big guys doing a bunch of big spots.
Yeah, it was just a spot match, but it was the most.
One of them. The rest of the matches weren't great.
But it was the most entertaining match of the whole thing. Everything else, freaking. It was like, it was all right, all right. I could have saw that. I could have saw that on Raw.
Okay.
Which
right,
one?
Correct. You could have seen any of the matches on this pay-per-view on a normal day, except for the final one.
Yeah, the final one was good. They did the spots, and then you can't do nothing with Brock Lesnar as much, so he was laid out for a while. Bobby
Yeah,
Lashley.
but they did it well. They
Yeah.
did it smart.
They laid out Bobby Lashley because he's big also.
Right.
And then
They did.
everybody else fought, and then they came in and took it over.
It's true. When it comes to the main event, they did fine. I wouldn't say it was like the best, but it was very good and entertaining as hell, which is what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be entertaining, and it was. And they did a great job with it. They told a good story. Every other match, not so much.
And then I see
the
Raw
one
the
great
next
thing
day.
I take away from the one thing I'm going to take away from day one or whatever is when Ricochet Joey Mercury in somebody's face. Which is what happens when you crush someone's face who is barely on the main roster. Called Joey Mercury, and you should Google it.
Oh, with the ladder.
Yeah.
And then I saw Raw the next day, and I said, "All right,
Same shit.
I'm gonna see." I haven't seen Raw for like 3 months. 2 months. November.
Yeah.
When did I come back? November. Yeah. I'm gonna start over. Day one. Now I know what's going on, and same crap.
Same shit.
Yeah.
Different day. They should have called the pay-per-view same shit, different day one.
The only thing I am looking forward, I want to see that Bobby Lashley Brock Lesnar match at Royal Rumble.
Absolutely, it's going to be a great match. And you know what's going to fucking suck? Is they're going to do something at Royal Rumble to fuck it up so that Brock Lesnar has to fight Roman Reigns on WrestleMania.
Yeah, because they already planted that
I
seed.
want to see Roman Reigns. I want to see Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar at a WrestleMania, and I want to see Bobby Lashley win.
Well,
I don't care about Roman Reigns beating or not beating Brock Lesnar. Like, it's done, and I'm tired of it.
yeah, Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar have never fought. That should have been a WrestleMania match.
Yeah,
And Bobby Lashley should have won the title.
right, and I think at some point somebody at WWE is going to realize that it needs to be a WrestleMania match, hopefully. But I think they're going to fuck it up on the route to get there. Who knows, though? Who knows?
Yeah, and this Brock Lesnar turning babyface doesn't work. He needs to be...
I do have a fun game for this. So I checked the analytics of our podcast.
Yeah.
So far, we've got 3 listeners.
Hey,
I
3
think
listeners
one
on the
of them-
podcast.
I think one of them is me, one of them is you, and then one of them may be someone else in your house. But on a chance that there's other listeners, I got a fun game for you. It starts officially now. Every time you watch a episode of Raw or SmackDown, you have to take a drink when somebody says the road to WrestleMania.
Oh, that's
Keep
gonna
in mind,
suck.
by February or March, you'll probably be dead. Because it's all they fucking say.
The road to WrestleMania starts now.
The road to WrestleMania starts now.
Not for Road Dogg.
Not for Road Dogg. He got let go. And he was such a supporter.
Well,
he was a guy that crossed. He wasn't just a Triple H guy. He wasn't just an NXT 2.0 guy. He was a WWE guy. True and through, man.
The New Year's Evil pay-per-view wasn't bad. I actually liked it better than
No,
this.
it wasn't. It was disrespectful to the black and gold side of NXT when Braun Breaker comes out and Braun breaks a fucking X.
Yeah. I didn't even catch that because I saw the half of the when I came in it was already going, but
Yeah.
the pay per view wasn't that well. It wasn't pay per view. It was a special. I hate when they do that. It wasn't bad. It wasn't, but
No, NXT 2.0 still is somehow better than the majority of the product. I mean, it's not better than SmackDown, but it's close.
Yeah, but you could tell that they were switching directions as soon as they beat Ciampa. And he
Right.
was the last one. I'm surprised he's still there.
He'll be gone soon. If his contract, I'm sure. You know what? I guarantee you his contract was expiring anyway. Because didn't he have a Gargano contract? Like,
I
didn't
think
he
so.
and Gargano sign at the same time?
Yeah.
So he's gonna have the same deal. I bet he signed an extension, and he's not gonna re-up, or he'll be a coach.
And then they'll fire
then
him.
he'll either, and then they would either fire him or he goes to AEW. And I'm sure he would go to AEW.
Yeah, he'll take everybody over there.
No, he won't. You don't take Enzo Amore. You don't take Big Cass.
Because those are troublemakers. You don't want troublemakers on your damn team.
So we don't take everybody. You know who he's gonna get? Fucking Keith Lee.
And Bray Wyatt, and it's gonna be WWE 2.0.
I don't think Bray Wyatt is gonna come.
No?
I really don't think Bray Wyatt. I think Bray Wyatt will do very small stints in GCW, New Japan, and like maybe Impact. I don't even think he'll come to AEW.
Impact. I don't know.
I think he's gonna do very short gimmick spots where he comes in, does a pre-recorded thing, and then that's it, and then he's done. I guess.
Impact, I don't know. I don't know about Impact. He needs
Impact is making waves, man. Impact is making waves.
MLW. I could see him there. I haven't seen MLW ever, so I cannot comment
Even
on.
GCW.
Huh?
Even GCW.
Oh, GCW. I haven't seen that one either at all. So those two I haven't seen
You
at
haven't
all.
seen-
So I can't really.
I've only seen like the clips online, like that other people post. I would never ever pay to watch a GCW show that wasn't like live.
Yeah.
Like I would never live stream a GCW show. But the videos that people show, it looks like a fun fucking time, and you know they're attracting some bigger names. You know.
They are. And
Well, I'll tell you this. I am like 10 minutes from my home, so any other topics you want to talk about, these are the times to...
we're 33 minutes in, so we're almost done, right?
correct. That's what I'm saying.
Well-
I'm literally around the corner from my home. I'm going to sit in the car.
Here's a topic
You
we could
have
talk
10
about, because I just saw the episode and it's fresh in my mind. I finally saw episode 10 of Curb Your Enthusiasm. And what a
what a good season.
freaking episode.
What a good season.
What a
I love
freaking
it.
episode.
Larry thinks he won, and then he didn't win, and he goes on the full-out tirade, and he's still going to lose. But actually, I don't think he did. It looked like it was like a dream sequence. It didn't look like it really happened.
No, it didn't happen. He thought he won, but it was a dream sequence. But
I'm sure he's going to do something to fuck it up.
no, because he fell in the pool, and they didn't have a fence.
He died in the pool. Is that the idea?
Well, he didn't die. He fell in
Well-
the pool. They didn't have a fence, so they didn't. Remember that lady that he was sleeping with? She
Yeah.
got drunk. She started getting depressed again. She left. So
Yeah.
the thing he was trying to overturn didn't get overturned because they didn't have enough votes. So now he's
Yeah.
gonna get a lot of money because he fell in the pool. He's gonna sue that old lady.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Because he fell in the pool and they can say, oh, there was no fence and blah.
That's true.
So that's what I think is going to happen. But
I think Larry would be okay with a fence because of how he respects wood.
I'm pretty sure he would have been okay with a fence, but they're trying to sue him, so... he's trying to...
love it. I love that Mary Swanson went on a trip with somebody else with the whistleblower.
I wanted to punch that guy when he came out of the restroom.
Oh, the whistleblower.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part, the whistleblower. They're all like, "You were so brave."
He
So
took
brave,
the
so brave.
he took the Holocaust shoes. Is that
He took the Holocaust shoes, which caused her to go into a whole spiral. I love it. I love everything about that show. It's so good.
You know what? If I ever wearing Jordans and I step on dog crap, I'm gonna throw them away. That's how. And
I
walk
love
on my
it.
socks.
Except in dog do. So he threw away the whole shoe.
Yeah, he threw
Yeah,
it.
you clean it. I'm gonna go get a stick and file it out of there. No, just throw it away.
And then, and then what's his name? Motherfucker Larry David. What's his name? The one who says it like that?
The what do you call him? JB Smooth.
JB Smooth. I couldn't
Leon.
remember his name.
Leon.
Leon. Frickin', he was fucking great in this episode.
I love when he goes to stay at the Jeff's house, at Jeff Garland's house. Susie's like, "Get him the fuck out of here." Susie is amazing. I feel like if there's a character that I identify with on a TV show, it might be her more than anybody else. I think so. I can see a lot of Susie in myself. I'm just like, "Get the fuck out of here."
He said, "If you want someone to get it warmed up for you, I'm here."
I like that she got the vaginal rejuvenation surgery.
And Leon wanted to be like, "I'll do it.
I'll do it."
Get the fuck out of here. Get in your room. Move this shit.
I even like that Jeff got caught cheating. I thought that was funny.
Oh yeah, in the beginning of the season, like in the middle of the season.
Yeah, everything was great.
It was a great season actually.
It's no Boots on the Roof with Michael J. Fox and his ticks, but it's up there.
And the small violin.
Yeah.
He's playing the small violin. What the fuck, Larry?
Alright, last thing. And then we wrapping it up.
Alright, go for it. Anything you have?
Anything I got nothing. I had said everything. I had talked about my car, that was the main thing. Talked about WWE.
Ugh.
Oh, I watched the Ghostbusters movie today. The Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Finally? And what do you think?
It was okay. It's not great. I'm glad I didn't see it in the theater.
I saw it in the theater. It was great.
It
was great in the theater. We all clapped when that ending happened.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you all clapped and made a big fucking noise about it. Not stupid shit.
It was fun.
No.
It was fun. And then...
Anyway, I thought I was going to appreciate Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Like the little mini ones.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to appreciate that. And then when they started to explode on that little podcast kid's face, I was like, tired of these things.
But the first time you see them, it was great. Because they went in the blender, and then it's like...
So stupid. It's like watching the Gremlins again. It's like, you know what? I'll not even say that it's like watching the Gremlins. It's like watching Gremlins 2.
Hey, Hulk Hogan was in that one. Respect that one.
Which is the superior movie, for the record. Gremlins 2 is the superior Gremlins movie, even though Gremlins 1 is necessary to understand what Gremlins are. Gremlins 2 Lost in New York is
because even Hulk Hogan is in it, and he's in his wrestling gear, and that's how he goes to these movies. In his wrestling gear.
Yeah, was that like one of his first movies before he had all the...
Yeah, that was like his first cameo on something before he got like Suburban Commando and No Holds Barred and all that.
Yeah.
Well, besides Rocky, because Rocky, he was in Rocky 3.
I don't know which movie it was that he was the star of, but there's some scene where he's like driving by on a motorcycle, and in the background, a man is like lifting his full-grown dog and throwing it into a lake.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a pretty epic thing. You can watch it online. It was on that, what's that podcast with the guy who had a heart attack and he likes it when women or men fuck his wife in front of him? He made He-Man.
Don't talk bad about Kevin Smith.
What did I say bad about Kevin Smith? I just asked what's his name. I forgot his name.
Kevin Smith is a freaking god in podcasts.
Ugh, gross.
Don't talk.
Don't call people gods. It's fucking gross.
Going back to Ghostbusters though.
Yes.
Paul Rudd, wasn't he freaking great in this movie?
Paul Rudd's good in every movie he's in. You know why?
He's Paul Rudd.
He's playing Paul Rudd. It's the same as Juliette Lewis. Juliette Lewis in the thing, she's playing a druggy kind of rock chick. She does it great. What else could you say about it? Paul Rudd, you need somebody to be a sensitive adult male that pleases everybody? Guess what? Paul Rudd's here for you.
And then we didn't talk about the Book of Boba Fett. I told you to watch it.
I didn't watch it. I'm not going to. You know what I saw from the Book of Boba Fett that really made me happy? The one thing I liked?
What?
I appreciated that. The show opened the same way that Patton Oswalt described it would in Parks and Rec.
Yes. And that's a funny clip. It's on YouTube.
And I'm sure it's stupid, but that's all I've seen of it.
No, it's not stupid.
I heard it got panned. I heard people are talking shit.
Because the first episode was slow and some people didn't like it, but I thought it was good. Robert Rodriguez freaking directed it.
3 episodes at a time. Who did?
Robert Rodriguez directed the first episode.
So?
Yeah. How could it be
you think
bad?
He's a good director?
Yes, he is.
Didn't he do Spy Kids?
And they were freaking great movies, except for number 3.
Except for number 3.
And that was I saw him when I was younger.
Number 3 was when it lost its way.
Yeah, number 3 with I think who was in it? I forgot who was in it. I don't have my cheat codes here, my IMDb, to be looking it up, but it was just not great.
While I was sitting here, I forgot I needed to pick up some food, so you actually have another 2 minutes to talk about something.
2 minutes to talk about something, and we're going to talk about promoting this damn podcast, The Drive Home, right? The Drive Home, did I say it right? Yes, I did.
Did not say it right. It is not called The Drive Home.
The Drive-Thru?
It's called The Ride Home.
And that's how it's called. The Ride Home.
Wow.
I know what it was called.
What do you want to call this episode? That's always my favorite part.
Ooh.
I get to listen to it and ignore it.
Ghost busting some wrestlers.
That's actually not the worst one you ever came up with. I mean, don't keep going, because
that
mess it wasn't bad. Ghost busting some wrestlers.
Because they got fired.
I guess we should just talk about real quick dead wrestlers then, just to make sure you have everything in there. Who's your favorite dead wrestler?
All right. I
know one that will stick with me forever.
Who?
So for me, it's Macho Man Randy Savage.
We were in Vegas when that happened.
Why I know why the day he died?
We were in Vegas.
No.
Yeah, we were.
I had a doctor's appointment on the day that Macho Man Randy Savage died.
Ah.
And I got some bad news that day. So I will always remember that. And I remember the doctor was about to tell me the bad news, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, I got some bad news. And I looked at him and I said, I got bad news for you. Macho Man is dead. And he laughed for like half a second, and then what he was there to do was too serious, and
But no, cause
You
we
know
were
who got to share that with me before I went into the hospital?
who?
You texted it to me. You were like, he died.
Yeah, I texted to you, but that same week we went to Vegas.
Yeah, we did go to Vegas that week, but
Okay.
I got bad news
Okay.
on the day that Macho Man died.
Got it.
I was on my way to the hospital, and I got a text from you that said Macho Man Randy Savage died. And I was literally sitting in the chair waiting for the doctor to come in with his little folder and do his little spiel. And his first thing was, I got some bad news. And I said, I got some for you too. Macho Man's dead.
All right, Macho Man. For me, I'm gonna say favorite wrestler. I would say, even though he did some horrible things later in his life, but I would say Ultimate Warrior. But he wasn't dead young, so I don't know how I feel about that one.
I thought for sure you were going to say, what's his face? The crossface crippler.
No.
I thought you were going to say Chris Benoit. I was like, you're like, I don't agree with what he's done, but I get it. Like,
No, the Ultimate Warrior growing up was the Ultimate Warrior, but he wasn't dead the whole time. So it's not like I remember that. But the one I do remember, Owen Hart, because I was watching that live,
yeah.
and
That was crazy.
and then Jim Ross was just like, he's dead, ladies and gentlemen, he's dead, and I was like, what? That's the first time that ever happened on a WWE show, and I was younger at that time, so I was like, I didn't know who was dying or who was alive still. I thought Snuka was dead for a while.
If
But-
you want to talk about most dead wrestlers, the answer is the Von Erichs.
Oh,
Man. If your last name is Von Erich, you're probably already dead.
and I think there's like 2 of them alive, right? Or 1 left?
There's one, but he has sons. And they're trying to be wrestlers too, so they're as good as fucking dead.
And then they have the daughter who does the interviews, I think. I don't know if she's a Von Erich, but who does interviews.
I don't count. You know more than anyone. I don't count girls. And with that, that's the end of the episode. What do you want? We named it Ghost Busting Wrestlers. Is that what
Ghost
we've
busting
done?
some wrestlers.
Ghost Busting some wrestlers.
So yeah, I came up
You
with a
want
good
to
name.
call them wrestlers or wrestlers?
Wrestlers.
Wrestlers. Yeah, that's the right way.
And all of them are from NXT 2.0. Sorry, Danny Burch.
My favorite was the lady who just got a job 3 months ago and quit and got fired today.
Oh yeah, that
Her name was like Anne Marie Danger.
vice
or
president,
something.
right, of something, of creative or something.
Yeah, she was like a coach though at the performance center. Anyway, this is your outro. This is your chance.
This is
to
the
say your
outro.
last few words.
For everybody listening on the podcast, go listen to me on. Well, go listen to me. Go subscribe for me. I can't even talk no more. At Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube at Mikey's Adventures YT, Mikey's Adventures YT, and make sure you subscribe to this podcast at Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Look at that. I said it right this time.
Amazing. We need 41 more people to listen before we can start making money off of this piece of shit. So let's get
This
going,
piece of
everybody.
shit, and then he goes and says those words. He goes and says those words.
Have a good one, everybody. Talk
Alright.
to you the next episode.
Well-
I don't know what day that'll be, but soon.
We'll talk on the next episode. Jason is out of here. And me.
Bye, everybody.
Alright, bye. Thank you for listening to this podcast. And for everybody still on YouTube, thank you for listening. We kind of did a podcast recording and all that, so we're done. Jason's out of here. And like I said, I don't condone his words. He goes overboard sometimes, but that's the name of the podcast. And I'm recording it here for YouTube, for you guys to see it. So that way we can have a video. He won't be here 90% of the time, but he'll be on the phone Like you saw, this was the first episode we do it like that. The first episode was he was in here. So the only thing I will say for all you YouTube people, I saw Boba Fett. I liked it. First episode was freaking awesome. I liked it. So I know a lot of people didn't. The second episode was crazy. Now that Wookiee that came out, he's from a comic book I heard. So I didn't have no idea. I never heard of him. But he's from a comic book, and but damn, he looks like a freaking dick. Like he's gonna kick your ass right away. So yeah, go check it out. I don't want to give too much spoilers. I know people who watch this not gonna see it. They're gonna see it after. So, but great show so far. Episodes 1 and 2 are great. I get up at 3 in the morning to watch it. So on Thursday, we do a podcast on Thursday. Usually we do it on Wednesday. I'll talk about it more. So with that, I want to thank you for watching this video and being part of this podcast. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you like, subscribe, favorite, share, ring the notification bell. Soon I'm going to try to open up my own, another channel to talk about just movies and shows. Movies and shows. And that'll just be me starting off. And if people want to join, we'll have guests. So hopefully that'll start up in February. Hopefully. I'm still setting that up, but for now, that is it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.